YouTube, what's happening is Tuesday, January 7th, and we're going to talk about the NHL now. There are 10 games, I believe, if I can count right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, 10 games on the slate we're going to talk about. A little recap of yesterday. A day where Ovechkin and Bratt didn't get a point. That's just a weird day, isn't it? It feels wrong, almost like illegal. But Montreal, Colorado both got the wins. We love that. Sherling and Forsling didn't get shots on goal, but Dubois and Schwartz did. So it was a 4-4 day. What can you do? Surprised Ovechkin and Bratt didn't get a point. That's just weird to me. So either way, if you want the plays all typed out, all nice and pretty for you, you know what you do. You go to the HQ. If you want the spreadsheets that you see here, you know what you do. You go to the HQ. Simple as that. So enough of that. We have 10 games that we're going to talk about. We're going to break these down, look at props, see if we can find some value, see if we can hopefully win some money today. So let's jump to the first game right now. Okay, first game is going to be Edmonton and Boston. We see it's 145 for Edmonton with a 5.5 total. Head over here to the goalies. We see two expected, Stewart and Jeremy, 278, 291, both above average. Not beast, but still pretty good. Head over here to the numbers. 7-2-1 for Edmonton, pretty damn good. 4-4-2 for Boston, average. So third, they are 3.7 goals a game in the last 10 games. They are crushing it offensively, and shots, they're putting up 30 shots a game. Pretty good. Boston is only allowing 25, though, which is top 6, and their average, they two kind of cancel out there. So average, above average, defensively, Edmonton's doing well, too. It's why they're 7-2-1. It's pretty good. So let's look over the props. So far, I'm leaning Edmonton. I'm going to tell you right now, they got statistically a better goalie, statistically better numbers. If we got props, though, I like the props. Pasternak's back with his 3.5 nonsense again. There we go. I mean, he's been crushing it recently, so it's like almost like you have to take it. So look what he's been doing. Look at these numbers. They are ridiculous. He's averaging 4.6 a game in the last 10. His number is a full goal over his number. Last 5, he's averaging 5.4. It's like if you do your average, not only do we hit this line, we hit this line before the third period hits. We might hit this line in the first. Who knows? So that's a play. I normally don't take 2.5, but sometimes the numbers are the numbers, and we got to follow the numbers. So, I mean, yeah, 80%, 70. Let's see, points against Swayman. I'm okay with that. Let's see, and then we got Geeky. Always got to go Geeky. Let's see, man. That's not bad. And Geeky's always pretty good. He's averaging 2.5. He's a full goal over. Yeah. All right. I'm doing it. I'm going Pasternak. I know. Crazy. I don't normally do this, but I did it last time. Over 3.5. I can't believe I'm typing that in again. It feels weird. And then I'm going Geeky. I don't care. Geeky. I don't even have to finish it because my spreadsheet's like, oh, you mean Geeky over 1.5 shots on goal? Yes. How did you know? Because you take it every time they play. Like, I know. Yeah, every time. And sometimes it misses, but look at all the, if I took it every single time, that's 7 right, 3 wrong means I'm +4. That's beautiful. We love that. I love that. Pasternak is just ridiculous. Like, look at these numbers. He's averaging 4.1 on the season. Like, what are we doing here? So I'm going to take those two props. I lean Edmonton, though. But then after seeing that, I don't know if I do or not. So I'm just going to take the two Boston props and move on to the next game. All right, next up we got Ottawa and Detroit, and we see it is Ottawa. It's pick'em. It's really a pick'em, but it's 115 with a 5.5. Let's look at the goalies, and we have Anton going out there with a 304, and Cam with a 302. Cam, why are you so low? Why is your goals again so bad? I need that to be better for you. Really, both of you need to be better because that's kind of sad. So we got 2 3.0 goals against. We got a 5.5 total, but yeah, let's look at the offense to see what we got. Detroit's offense has been doing really good the last 10 games, averaging 3.3 goals a game. In the last 10 is 8. Meanwhile, Ottawa's only given up 2.4, but they're getting 2.5. So just combining here, we're sitting at 5.8. And the goalies are giving up 3 each. I almost want to take the over in this one. 5.5. It feels like they could score more. The offense is doing good. They do. If they do their averages, we win. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. I'm looking at props, and I see a couple. Wait, help me put the right game up there. I'm like, ooh, I see 3.5 shots on goal. That's Pasternak still. Let's take that off. Okay, I see very little props. It's all points. Oh, it's Sanderson shots on goal. Okay, so yeah, we're going to take this over 5.5. The numbers are just there for us, so let's do that. Let's go over 5.5, and let's go over to props to see what we got cooking over here. We have very little in the 70 column. On the last 10, we have Sanderson, but he's only hit 2 out of 5, so I'm going to pass on Sanderson. Sorry, you're not taking any more of my money. Moritz, Patrick, and Dylan all have points. We could take one of those, and we'll probably go Dylan because he has been literally 100% in the last 5. So two back-to-back twos as well. Actually pretty damn good. You are Patrick Kane is 80 and 70. Let's see what you look like. You're also getting 2. So you're 1.1, you're 1. So technically Patrick Kane's better statistically. Last one 1.4, and then you're 1. So even though you're both 1.4. So technically Patrick Kane's better statistically. So we shall take that. Let's look at Moritz too. Let's not leave him out. Are you there with us, buddy? 0.9. But yeah, you're not good enough. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the over 5.5, and I'm gonna take Kane to get us that over 0.5 points. I like it. We'll take those 2 next game. All right, game 3 is going to be Dallas in the Rangers, and we see it's 170 for Dallas with a 6.5 total. We bounce over here to the goalies. We see Jake and Jonathan, 235, 283. We know Jake's a beast. Quick, I'm kind of shocked his goals against is actually that high. I figured it'd be closer to 2.5, but I mean, whatever. It's early. It's still early in the season. He'll get around. So let's look at the numbers. And Dallas is, I mean, that's a lot of green. That's a lot of green. They are putting up 32 shots a game while only giving up 23. Hard to lose games when you're doing that much, I'm sure. They're winning by 0.8 goals. They're losing by 1.2. This is Dallas for sure on the money line, right? That makes sense. Clearly. I mean, what else would we do here? It's Dallas. Let's pop over to this here real quick and look. Johnson points against you. I'm okay with that. Ben points. Johnson assists. And shots on goal for Will for New York. And New York is 12th in shots on goal at 29.1, but they're not number 1 though. Let's look at, I'm already leaning Dallas. Let's look at Johnston. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what I'm doing. I'm going Dallas money line since it's below 200. And I'm going to go Johnston over 0.5 points. We'll just take those 2 easy plays next. Next up, we got Columbus and Pittsburgh, and we see, there it is, right there. It is Pittsburgh 140 at home, 6.5 is the total. Let's look over at the actual goalie, see who's going to be out there. Is 318 for Elvis and 347 for Tristan. My God, okay, these 2 aren't that good. we know this. I mean, you look at the records, we understand. Looking at the numbers, though, offense is doing pretty good. It's a 6.5. I almost want to look at Columbus offense starting to pop off 3.6, and they're giving up 3.8. So that's a 7.4, and this is a 6.3. We're already over 6.5. Both goalies. Goals against are a 6.5. We could take the over. They're giving up a lot of shots per game. The defense just isn't there. So I kind of like the over. Let's go to the props, see if there's anything for us in here. Marchenko, Voronkov, and that's about it. This paid out nicely last time. I do remember this hitting, right? Yeah, his average is 4, it's 2.5. We're going to keep it simple. We're going over 6.5 in this one. I have no clue who's going to win, but we're going to take Marchenko over 2.5 shots on goal. If I can take Pasternak, I can take Marchenko. I'm okay. There's like the only 2 I'm okay with. There's like a third one, but I'm blanking who it is all of a sudden. I'll remember it when this pops up. So yeah, these are good numbers. 4, to see your average of what you've been doing the last 4. Last 5, you're 3.8. That's fine. If you do your average, we win because the number's 2.5. So we'll take those 2. That prop plus the over next. All right, game 5 is going to be Carolina and Tampa. Nice little matchup we have going on. And we have, it's a pick 'em, but it's Carolina 115 technically, or Tampa plus 100. You can get either way, depending on who you like. 6.5 is our total. Let's look at the goalies. 248, 237. We got a couple beasts, so we will not be taking point props in this one. Because if you're under 2.5, I have a personal rule. I don't take props. That's just my personal rule. You can make your own rule. I just don't think they're value if you're taking goals. Points against dudes that don't give up many goals as is. So, and these 2 dudes are really good. So let's pop the numbers. 2.7, 31.3 is 4th while only giving up 24. That's a good little margin. Tampa's giving, their defense is not looking good recently. 30.1 shots a game is not good. That ain't good. It's 28. So I don't know. Let's go to props. See what we got. Ooh, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red on the matchups for the season, and very little props. So we got Cirelli shots on goal, and we got. I already said we're not taking points, so all we could potentially take is Cirelli. If his number isn't good, we'll just pass on this whole game. It's 2.1. It's not even a full 1 over. I'm not liking it. Yeah, he popped off for 7 last time, but if you take the 7 off, look, if you take, man, if you take it off, he's not even at 2. So yeah, No, I need to see what you do after this. A lot of times I'll see this, they'll have like a big peak where they'll do like 5, 6, 7, and the next game they have 1 or 0. I want to see what happens in one game. So I'll take him off, which means I don't like the side or total. I kind of lean Carolina. I'm not taking points. So I think what we're going to do is just do the smart thing and just completely pass on this game and move on to the next one. All right, next up we got Toronto and Philadelphia, and we can see that it is 125 Toronto, 6.5 on the total. Goalies, Joseph and Ivan are going out there, 248, 343. Clearly, one's better than the other. Toronto has the advantage massively here. Is Toronto about 125? I'm already loving Toronto, especially now that I see the numbers that their goals, their offense has been popping here in the last 10 games. Look at third at 3.7. They're only giving up 3.2. So we're getting a goal differential here, a half a goal. We're getting a full goal differential here if these are the goalies. So that's a 1.5 differential. They work that way. But then Philadelphia is the worst team in the league at giving up goals at 4.2 currently. This versus this is just an unfair advantage. That is, yeah, we're taking Toronto all damn day on the money line. Give me Toronto. We'll take him that. Let's go. We add a prop to it. Let's see what we can do. We don't have many. All right, do we want Bobby McMahon shots on goal? No, that's a bad mismatch. I want points against the 3-4-3 for sure. I want points. So we're either going to go Marner. Nah, I'm going to go Tavares. He always seems to do well for us, doesn't he? Yeah, Tavares is always pretty consistent with his points. He's hit 70% the whole damn season. Last 10, he's at 1.2. Last 5 is, yeah, I'll take Tavares. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point, I don't think. Just give me somebody who's involved in the play a good bit, and we'll probably be good against him. I expect Toronto to score some goals. So, yeah, I like that. Let's Toronto money line. Hell, you can take Toronto team total. You can take money line. You can take, hell, you probably take 1.5 if you really want to, but don't do it. Because it's, who knows? Money lines are weird in the NHL. Props do well. Money lines, a little off. So Toronto money line, Tavares next. All right, next up we got St. Louis and Minnesota, and we got Minnesota 135 with a 5.5 total. Bounce over here to the goalies. Who's expected? Jordan and Philip is Philip good. Philip real good. What 2.19, 18, 6 and 3 for a reason. This dude is a wall. Nothing gets by him really. 93% basically. That's crazy. Now 279, 90 is nothing bad. He's above average even, but he's actually doing better. Remember when he was the 3 like 2 weeks ago on the goals against? Now he's getting down to 2.8. I like that. He's getting better. You're just not as good as Philip. Sorry, Philip is a monster, literally. So. But then St. Louis is 8th in offense at 3.3, while Minnesota struggling at 2.4. Okay, so Minnesota has a big advantage in goalie. St. Louis has a big advantage in offense. So that means we're not taking a side or a total. We come to the props and we see, well, we're not taking points against Phillips. So that means we're not taking Braden Shen. We're not taking Kyrou. Well, Kyrou's 2 point. Why are you 2.5 again? You bumped to 2.5. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, and then that just leaves Rossi and Eriksson Ek to get points, which we could, but St. Louis's defense has been 12th at 2.7. I don't think I like this. Yeah, paired with those goalies with these defenses, I don't think there's a good proposition for us to get points in this game. So this could be a lower score game. I could take the under, but it's 5.5. I don't want to do that. So I think the smart thing is just to hold off. We got 10 games today. Let's just pass on it. Move on to the next one. That's good. Okay, next up is Nashville and Winnipeg. And we can see it is Winnipeg by 145. And let's look over at the goalies. Who do we have? We have Saros and Connor is at 209. Connor's going to be at 1-something here soon. You just know he is. 272 for you. You're good. You're above average, but you're no Connor. I'm sorry. Just like the last one. Just like these two. It's like, yeah, you're good, but you're no Philip. Like, come on. We know who some of the top goalies are. Yeah. All right. So we're not taking any points from Nashville, which is almost all my props. All right. Offense, we see it is Winnipeg clearly the way they're better by 0.4 versus 3, 2.5. They're playing good defense. They're in the top 10. They're average. Nashville's doing okay. You just don't really want to go against against Connor. So let's go to the props. Let's see. Points against Connor, no. Assists against Connor, no. Points against Connor, no. Points against Connor, no. See the rankings? They're there for a reason. Points against Saros, maybe. 272. It's got to look real good. I'm gonna tell you right now. Shots on goal against Connor. Now, shots on goal is a little different. I'll take shots on goal. I'm okay with that. And then we have Then we have just 60% I don't like. So I like these two. These are no. So I have two potential props. I'm leaning Winnipeg on the money line a little bit, barely. We'll see. Points against Saros. Not bad. He's averaging 1.4 in the last 10. Last 5 is exactly at 1. We're okay with that. Your shots on goals 2.7. Last 5, you're exactly at 2. I'm not liking that, to be honest. I just don't like that. This is okay. So I kind of think I'm going to go. I don't love this. I'm going to be honest. I don't love this one. I'm kind of reaching for it. So I'm going to take Winnipeg on the money line. Bailey, we're just backing Connor because he's so good, and how the offense is top 10. You pair those two, how do you lose those games? You have a statistical advantage to win almost every game you play when you have those two things. But you're not. You're going to win like 80% of your games, 70%. So, and then we'll take Velarde. Over half a point. Why not? He's been doing okay. Last 10, 1.4 whole seasons. He's at, yeah, we'll take it. I don't love these two. I'm going to tell you right now. If you don't like it, don't play it. I'm just going to take it because I'm like, we'll see. So we'll take those two. Let's move on. Next up, we got Calgary and Anaheim, and we can see it is 134 for Calgary. 6.5 is our total. Looking over at the goalies, 307, 273. Lucas is average, above average. You know, he's pretty good at that. Calgary, you can see is 307. Let's pop over to the actual numbers, see what we got. That's a lot of mustard and ketchup on that hot dog right there. You can see this, these are the buns. That's the hot dog. Get it? Do you get it? Okay, good. So nothing's looking good. They're both below average on offense. I guess average technically, but still leaning below average, which is not where you want to be. Props. I mean, everything's good. Oh, McTavish shot. Robbie Fabry shots on goal. Where did this come from? McTavish is always there for us. We liked Zari's always there for us too. We'll look at these three because we're going to let me just go right to McTavish because he's been so good and he popped off a 0. It happens. Sometimes you let the goats have a day off. That's what we're saying. We let him have a day off. He does all this work for us. I took all 5 of these. I know I took all 5 of these and he just popped off for us. And then all of a sudden he had a 0. But guess what? We go right back to the well. We're going right back to McTavish because 1, it's a cool name and I ain't got to type it out. Secondly, Robbie McFabry. Robbie Fabry. You've been doing good. 2.4. Yeah, you popped off recently, and then I gotta look at Zari too. Okay, he's got some volume in his. He got some lift. You see, he's a little higher, 4 and 3s. That's what I like to see. You just had 1 good game of 5, then you have a bunch of 2s. I'm gonna take you off. You feel like an imposter. I don't trust you. Now, I trust you. We trust the regulars, and Zari can enter the list. See, I ain't even gotta finish typing now. I've already taken it in the past. I've taken it this month, so I know I've taken it, and today's only the 7th. So yeah, so we'll take this. You know, goats have bad days occasionally, and we allow that. That's why we do percentages. And if we go for 80%, that means 20% you're gonna miss. Well, there's one of them right there. Now, if he misses 2 in a row, next time we'll leave him alone. We'll give him a day off. We won't bet him. So, but now I'm putting his ass back to work. So we're gonna take both shots on goal next. Last game, Vegas, San Jose. You cannot see it. Make it where you can see it. And we have Vegas at 250 with a 6.5 total. Head over to the goalies, and it looks like we got a 258 and a 230. What now? You've only been in 7 games, so I mean, yeah, he looks good, but I mean, seven's a nice. It's not the biggest sample size, but it's still decent enough we could work with it. So I'm not taking points against you because you are popping off, good sir, popping off. Aiden is right there too. I'm not going to take points against Aiden because once you get 2.5 anything, you're close enough to 2.5. I don't want to touch it. So unless you've just been beasting the line, which I'm looking at the props, they're not. So look at the numbers. Okay, San Jose may have a great goalie in goal, but the offense is the complete opposite. The worst offense in the league in the last 10 games, 2.2 goals. And they're giving up 33 shots, basically, only getting 26. Vegas is crushing the number. You know the goalie's good at 2.3, but I see Vegas at 250. Oof. Can I get, I don't even want to take San Jose plus 2.5 if I could get it because I just don't trust. Look at this number scares the hell out of me. I don't trust that. And then I see these props. I see very little points, but assists. I said I'm not taking points in any of these, so those 3 are gone. I don't like this matchup. I lean Vegas, but this dude might be the real deal, and I'm not paying $250 for Vegas. So what we're going to do is end the game, end the day on a nice, consistent, smart pass. Yes, I know. That's what we do right here. So to the schedule. Let's go back. Oops, schedule, I said. NHL. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games. Again, another 10 game. Wait, that's Thursday. Where's Wednesday? Oh, Wednesday was so small, I kind of hit. Wednesday has 4 games tomorrow. There we go. These 4 games are tomorrow. I will be back for a short video for these 4 games like I did yesterday. And we'll break these down. I appreciate you being here. Go to that website you just saw if you want the plays typed out, or if you want access to the spreadsheets that you see now, or if you just want the plays typed out, it's all there for you. I don't care. You don't have to have it. So, but do like and subscribe though. I do appreciate that. And we will see you tomorrow for some Wednesday NHL. Peace.